Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend.
It's Madden NFL 20.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Lance now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Niners at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On play action, Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. This is taken to now a hit and a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Going right back to Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lance. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
That's out to the flat for Akers. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So we reach. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Play action. Now it's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Lance now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That's pulled in at the 32. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Danny Gray, the 49er offense, headed back out. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. From midfield, here's Lance. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Completes it to Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it. There.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. In Santa Clara, the Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Stafford now to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards. and runs it 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down at Stafford. And incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd down, it's Henderson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On the handoff, it's Akers. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From just shy of midfield, Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the back.
And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd down, here's Davis Price.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Decker. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They didn't give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the 49ers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.